mind. We gon' blow your mind. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. We've been on the road from the go. Hit my blow. You know we've been down for too long to give up. Can't go. I need all pesos, want it all. Case closed. I go wild to the wall, can't hold to the ball game over. These boys can't hold me. You boys can't hold us. I told you, better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we've been putting in the hour. We only taking what was ours. So you better not be the one to doubt us. 'Cause we gon' blow your mind. We gon' blow your mind.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots come into today's game looking for a way to pick up win number 10 on the season. It's the Dolphins going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
And sometimes when you're in the middle of a losing streak, being on the road is exactly what you want. You can only depend on each other. Let's see if they can use that as fuel in this ball game.
First carry of the game here for Trey Mason. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And on your screen, the offensive starters, Jarvis Landry, a guy that we profile.
Love his game. Not only is he going to beat you with athleticism, he's going to outwork you as well. And look for him to hurt you also in the kick return game.
Second down, 8. They'll run again with Mason. And he stopped immediately there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know, quarterbacks, they're very protected.
We know how protected they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16. Yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it?
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Look at the big man rumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower postgame. Patrick Murray now for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Dolphins now. After the interception, here's Tannehill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And a look at the defense now. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They'll run here with Mason. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. A gain of 6 there on first. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he floats one there, incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, is intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To the air again, Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Mason. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
Second down following the incompletion. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. The dangerous Jarvis Landry back for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Out of the gun, Tannehill finding time. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was Trey Mason, and it's 3rd down.
And there was a good opportunity that just went awry there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs. An extra corner on the field for New England here on 3rd down.
Yeah, another DB. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll set up to throw, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Patriots have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now they run. It's Mason. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. So nothing there, but maybe blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And taken right at the 35. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw again. fires incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. 1st and 15 here behind the chains.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphin offense back out onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Miami. And he uncorks a beauty, best of the day. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
In the red zone this time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They find some open field here. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And let's shift now to talking about the Patriots defense. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast. But it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Again, it's Mason. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. They run it with Mason. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Trey Mason, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost them 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Tannehill now to throw. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. A dump off for Mason. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 380. Here's Tannehill now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on third. Now Mason. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Dolphins defensive unit now. Forced the fumble last time. Now 2 turnovers that they forced here in this first half, Charles.
And this defense has set the tone for the game. Taking it away twice here in the first half of the game, that's going to make the offense so uncomfortable the rest of the game and really make them focus on ball security. Sometimes that cuts down your ability to make big plays.
The offense will try to prove you wrong here. They'll try to find that comfort. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Patriots a 1st down. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
He's got Fuller. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, 3rd quarter, let's get to it. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Let's discuss now this performance as it relates to the last one. You know, a week ago, and we saw it. Some pinpoint accuracy. He's displaying that again.
That was a fun film session for us, wasn't it? Able to kick back and watch him work. And what we saw was a confident leader, a guy in control, making excellent throws at times. And he's brought that with him in this ball game as well. And I'm starting to think that he's starting to feel like, yeah, I've got this thing down pat. And I think the team will come along with him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First throw now for the backup Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New England defense gearing up to take the field. They'll be hoping to come up with that same type of effort they had last time when they forced the punt that led to a touchdown.
And that type of effort just continues to carry over. Because once you get it done once, you feel like you can do it again and again. It's no guarantee, but you got to like the confidence that they take back out into the field.
Now will they keep that confidence? Time to find out.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now. Charles, what do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, it felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defense...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Patriots continue to roll.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Murray for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 2 Patriots there to bring him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it's caught by Parker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, you plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Coney Ely in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And now out come the Patriots. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him. He's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence. Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation.
And now the rookie's free. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out here in the eye. 2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Set, blue 10. Check, blue 10.
Again, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Coney Ely in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Ready, wide 20.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass treat and pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going. Want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill surveying the field. And he'll find a man. That's Landry. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because You don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will. Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. From the 50, it's Tannehill. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Jamie Collins in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 31 yards on the punt there. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. And they forced the fumble last time. Now 4 turnovers for this defense. They've been darn good.
It's become a feeding frenzy, hasn't it? I mean, almost like the Sharks. When they descend upon their prey, that's what they've done this entire game. 4 takeaways, they preach it, and today they're living it.
Well, when you have that many, you probably think, all right, well, we'll just get another one now, right?
That's how it works. Everyone feels like, if I didn't get one, I'm doing something wrong.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3. But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And making their way back out there now, the Patriots defense. They are holding serve here at home. The fans were into this one. They did what they needed to do.
And right now I'm just cupping my hand to my ear and listening to the approval that they're getting from the home crowd right now.
That's actually true, by the way. He was physically cupping his hand
right
here.
A job well done. Exactly what you want to accomplish, though. Let's face it, we talk to every coach in the league. We want to take care of our home games, establish home field superiority. win at home, and they're going to get that done. Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Brought in over the middle by Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Tannehill looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Miami first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And it's picked a big seam, and he might go all the way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last throw here for Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that will write a finish to this ball game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work. That's